Hi everyone, in this video, we'll be telling 10 short Zen stories. Whether you're Buddhist or not, they'll assist you in journey to peace and contentment. Sometimes a story can teach much more than entire philosophical treatises. May you learn and enjoy. Story number 1, A Useless Life. A farmer got so old that he couldn't work the fields anymore. So he would spend the day just sitting on the porch. His son, still working the farm, would look up from time to time and see his father sitting there. He's of no use anymore, the son thought to himself, he doesn't do anything. One day the son got so frustrated by this, that he built a wood coffin, dragged it over to the porch, and told his father to get in. Without saying anything, the father climbed inside. After closing the lid, the son dragged the coffin to the edge of the farm where there was a high cliff. As he approached the drop, he heard a light tapping on the lid from inside the coffin. He opened it up. Still lying there peacefully, the father looked up at his son. "I know you are going to throw me over the cliff, but before you do, may I suggest something?" "What is it?" replied the son. "Throw me over the cliff, if you like," said the father, "but save this good wood coffin. Your children might need to use it." Story number 2, Working Very Hard. A martial arts student went to his teacher and said earnestly, "I am devoted to studying your martial system. How long will it take me to master it?" The teacher's reply was casual, 10 years. Impatiently, the student answered, "But I want to master it faster than that. I will work very hard. I will practice every day, 10 or more hours a day if I have to. How long will it take then?" The teacher thought for a moment. 20 years. Story number 3, The Moon Cannot Be Stolen. Ryokan, a Zen master, lived the simplest kind of life in a little hut at the foot of a mountain. One evening a thief visited the hut only to discover there was nothing in it to steal. Ryokan returned and caught him. "You may have come a long way to visit me," he told the prowler, "and you should not return empty-handed. Please take my clothes as a gift." The thief was bewildered. He took the clothes and slunk away. Ryokan sat naked, watching the moon. "Poor fellow," he mused, "I wish I could give him this beautiful moon." Story number 4, A Cup of Tea. Nanin, a Japanese master during the Meiji era, 1868 to 1912, received a university professor who came to inquire about Zen. Nanin served tea. He poured his visitor's cup full, and then kept on pouring. The professor watched the overflow until he no longer could restrain himself. "It is overfull. No more will go in." Like this cup, Nanin said, You are full of your own opinions and speculations. How can I show you Zen unless you first empty your cup? Story number 5, The Gates of Paradise. A soldier named Nobushige came to Hakim, and asked, "Is there really a paradise and a hell?" "Who are you?" inquired Hakim. "I am a samurai," the warrior replied. "You, a soldier?" exclaimed Hakim. "What kind of ruler would have you as his guard? Your face looks like that of a beggar." Nobushige became so angry that he began to draw his sword, but Hakim continued, "So you have a sword. Your weapon is probably much too dull to cut off my head." As Nobushige drew his sword, Hakim remarked, "Here open the gates of hell." At these words the samurai, perceiving the master's discipline, sheathed his sword and bowed. "Here open the gates of paradise," said Hakim. Story number 6, The Other Side. One day a young Buddhist on his journey home came to the banks of a wide river. Staring hopelessly at the great obstacle in front of him, he pondered for hours on just how to cross such a wide barrier. Just as he was about to give up his pursuit to continue his journey, he saw a great teacher on the other side of the river. The young Buddhist yells over to the teacher, "O wise one, can you tell me how to get to the other side of this river?" The teacher ponders for a moment, looks up and down the river and yells back, "My son, you are on the other side." Story number 7, Time to Die. EQ, the Zen master, was very clever even as a boy. His teacher had a precious teacup, a rare antique. EQ happened to break this cup and was greatly perplexed. Hearing the footsteps of his teacher, he held the pieces of the cup behind him. When the master appeared, EQ asked, "Why do people have to die?" "This is natural," explained the older man. "Everything has to die and has just so long to live." EQ, producing the shattered cup, added, "It was time for your cup to die." Story number 8, Moving Mind. Two men were arguing about a flag flapping in the wind. "It's the wind that is really moving," stated the first one. "No, it is the flag that is moving," contended the second. A Zen master, who happened to be walking by, overheard the debate and interrupted them. "Neither the flag nor the wind is moving," he said, "it is mind that moves." Story number 9, It Will Pass. A student went to his meditation teacher and said, "My meditation is horrible. I feel so distracted, or my legs ache, or I'm constantly falling asleep. It's just horrible." "It will pass," the teacher said matter-of-factly. A week later, the student came back to his teacher. "My meditation is wonderful. I feel so aware, so peaceful, so alive. It's just wonderful." "It will pass," the teacher replied matter-of-factly. Story number 10, Cliffhanger. One day while walking through the wilderness, a man stumbled upon a vicious tiger. He ran but soon came to the edge of a high cliff. Desperate to save himself, he climbed down a vine and dangled over the fatal precipice. As he hung there, 2 mice appeared from a hole in the cliff and began gnawing on the vine. Suddenly, he noticed on the vine a plump wild strawberry. He plucked it and popped it in his mouth. It was incredibly delicious.